Hello everyone, how you going? I'm Libby Lee. I'm here to share with you this week's Abundant Healer series. So this series is intended to share with you some of the tools that I use, some of the tools that I use with my one-on-one clients in my programs. Sometimes I do this for my clients as well. So the Abundant Healer series is all about empowering you, giving you the choices, giving you the tools, putting extra tools, hammer and tongs into your tool belt so that we bust through some of the obstacles that sometimes have us holding back. Okay, so thank you for your patience in the flexibility of these sessions. Because I'm traveling, it's been a little bit hit and miss with when I can tune in with these. So we are going to be flexible with when I show up for these, but I promise they will be impactful. You will leave these sessions with something that you can actually do, some action that you can take that is going to be aligned. Alignment is so key when we are taking action. Gone are the days of the old take massive action until you get a result. No more. That just leads to burnout. So my goal for today, this is the third session for the Abundant Healer series that we've got. So my goal for today is to give you a tool so that you are never lost for words. So if you think about the last two sessions that we've done, the first one was all about tuning in to your genius zone. What is it you are here to do? Who are you here to help? How are you here to impact them? And once we know that we've got soul clients waiting to hear from us. So how can you stand up and speak your truth so that you can truly shine bright? When you turn your light on, your people, your soul clients are attracted to you because you're talking about the misconceptions, you're talking about their struggles and their fears, and you know that you can help them. You know that the contract that you have together is going to get them to where they want to be. So I hope that is very empowering. I hope that a lot of confidence comes from that. So today we are going into a really simple process so that you can find the words that you need when you want to stand up, when you want to talk about the misconceptions, talk about the struggles and fears, and truly connect with your clients with where they're at. Okay, so this is all an energetic thing, and you already have some tools in your tool belt. I'm pretty sure you already have some cards that you can call on. Pull out three of my favorites to do this process. You can have one deck. You can have as many as you like. I travel with about 11 decks and they really, really help. So I use an intuitive marketing process, and that was shared with me from Joy Kingsborough. And the intuitive marketing process is quite in depth. It is very powerful for creating your landing pages. If you're marketing a webinar or something like that, it is so, so powerful. It's very in depth though. So if you're just about to jump on and do a Facebook Live, or you're about to write a post, or you want to add some value to your community so that you can shine bright, be seen, be heard, then this simpler process is something that you can whip out in 5 minutes and you can know what you're going to talk about. Okay, you can find the words. So what we do, I have three main things. Notice how I love threes. There was 3 questions in week 1. There's 3 cards that we pull today, and you can always dive deeper, but these are the 3 basics, okay? Now, we want to have a think about what is your intention of this communication. You're wanting to connect through your communication with your audience. I just realized I don't have comments on. Let me know you're here. Hello. You want to connect with them in the language that they're going to resonate with. And how we do that is there's usually an overarching theme. So if you're in tune with your intention for this interaction, whatever you want to speak about at that moment, hold that intention true. Then grab your favorite deck, and honestly, it really doesn't matter about the decks. I'm going to put those 2 there. It really doesn't matter about the type that they are, as long as you already, you don't have to have a relationship with the deck already, but It'll work faster if you do, but it's also a good way to establish a relationship with your decks. Okay, so these are my Old Faithful, my very first deck of cards. And I always clear them. And the first question that I'm going to ask is, what is with the intention in my heart, what is the overall theme that I'm going to talk about today? Oh, see that? They usually fly out, and it is go for it. Today, I want to talk about how my audience can truly step forward into that momentum, leave the fears behind, and chase their desire. Go for it. So that's my overarching theme, right? This is if I'm setting up for I don't always do this. I do this if I feel stuck. Okay, now just for some fun. Sorry. I'm going to end up with cards flying everywhere if they won't sit in. Just for some fun, I'm going to pull the archetype cards. Archetype cards are great when they show you the light and the shadow, because that is about the blessing and the challenge. So everyone goes through challenges. We connect with other people through our challenges. So that's the second question that we're going to ask our cards that we want to talk about. It's always a challenge to shuffle this many cards. But I'm going to clear it. I'm going to say, I'm connecting with my audience on how they can move forward for that connection. What is their challenge? Okay. How cool is this? Pioneering, right? Who's a pioneer in their field here? I bet you are. You don't want to interrupt the flow, but can you please share what the cards? Yes, I can. Absolutely. I'll do that at the end. So the pioneering, apologies for the kids shouting at it. What t-shirt should I wear is what he's yelling and asking. So there is the light and the shadow. So the shadow is there's a compulsive need to keep moving. So the challenge that I can talk about, because we're talking about how you can go for it, get into momentum, make sure that you're not just taking action for the hell of it, because it's going to take you in the wrong direction. Sometimes the action that you need to take is the pause, the alignment before you dive in. Right? So the shadow of this card is going to be the challenge. Now, had I have picked another card that doesn't have the light and the shadow, I would just pull any words from the card or the book that really resonates. And I know, because you're tuning into the consciousness of this message right now. So that is my second card. And you'll see how it all comes together and you go, this is so simple. Why haven't I been doing this all along? I get tingles. Okay. The last one, this is another favorite deck of mine. I'll show you all of them at the end. The Lightworker card, we're going to talk about the blessing. I'm going to ask, what is the blessing? What is the result? What is the true alignment that your audience is striving for? Okay, because when we talk about the challenges, when we talk about the alignment, you're resonating with them, you're connecting with them. Okay. So what is the blessing? What is a blessing they really want? You can either wait for them to pop out, or you can choose one. They do not have to be 3 different decks. You can do all of this with one deck. I'm going to fan it and I'm going to choose one. That one is it. Okay, Family of Light. By them going for it, connecting with their vision and their passion and taking a step forward without compulsivity, making sure that they're in alignment first, they are going to connect with their family of light. They are going to connect with the people they are impacting and creating this whole tribe of people that they can help. Okay, I can help you in about 5-10 minutes. I've put them in the washing machine, that's why. Okay. Oh, kids, hey. So, can you see how this all fits together? Can you see how you won't be lost for words if you are given, if you create this tool for the communication that you're going to have? So the three things that we ask are, what is the theme? What's the overarching theme of what I want to talk to my audience about today? What is the challenge that they will face under the umbrella of this theme? What is the challenge and what is the blessing? Okay, so we can talk about the struggle. We can talk about this is great, move forward, but watch out for this. Just be mindful you're not compulsive and taking massive action that's going to take you in the wrong direction. Make sure it's always coming back into alignment. By doing that and taking that action, you will connect with your family, your soul tribe, your family of light. From that place, you create a beautiful ripple effect in the world. So let me know how that resonates. I'm going to show you the cards. And so what I do is I do a deeper dive. So some of you who have been in my programs before or have worked with me one-on-one, you have done the bigger process, the intuitive marketing process. It's much bigger, much deeper, takes longer. And that's definitely when you're creating webinars, you're creating landing pages for your programs or things like that. But when you simply want to connect with your audience, use this 3-card process. It's simple. You'll never be lost for words again. Now, if you wanted more clarity, you can go, I'm not too sure about that theme. Can you clarify it for me? So clear your cards and say, I want clarification on the go for it card. Give me clarification on that, and it will build and build and build, and you can dig deeper and you can get this huge amount of clarity. So the cards that I used, I'm going to put the lids on so that all the cards don't fly out. I have the old trusty, my first ever card deck, Doreen Virtue Daily Guidance from Your Angels cards. I have Caroline Meese, the Archetype cards. They're amazing for seeing the blessing and the challenge. Any Archetype card's good for that. Any card is good for that. And then these are my favorites as well. Alana Fairchild Lightworker deck, the Lightworker Oracle. So you can do this with 9 decks. You can do this with 1 deck. It's not about the cards. It's about you connecting that intention, your questions about the theme, about the blessing. Can you hear that laughter? About the challenge and the blessing, and never being lost for words again. So next week, we're going to tune into the quantum expansion process and how you connect energetically. So we've already tapped into the genius zone. We have tapped into the language. What do I stand for? How do I shine my light? What am I going to stand up and truly speak about so that I connect with my people? We have the tool of, if you're ever lost for words, you can do these 3-card processes for a Facebook post, a social media post, an email. Anytime you want to add value, you're welcome. No worries. Anytime you want to add value, you can use this card process. You'll never be lost for words again. And then we will do the energetic connection with our soul tribe next week. Okay. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all. Sending you a big hug, and it's time to shine bright.